Love, Happiness, and All the Things You May Not Be Destined For, by Linz MacLeod. A young woman meets with older and younger versions of herself in which they guide her, with astronomical ramifications, towards an unfamiliar path. Genre, science fiction, romance. Narrated by Zoe Watkins.
Panting, Georgia ran up the long gravel path and pressed the ornate doorbell twice, holding it down with a sweaty palm. A kid opened the door. A kid with Georgia's dark curly hair and green eyes. Another Georgia. "You're super late," the kid said, unimpressed. "I'll never be that late to a meeting." "Whatever." Georgia rolled her eyes. "You'll understand someday." She followed the kid into the dining room, where the expressions on the faces of her other selves ranged from amused to irritated. "Glad you could make it," Mrs. Parsons said from her position at the head of the long, polished table. The words struck Georgia like hailstones. "Sorry," she muttered, sliding into an exquisitely carved wooden chair. It wouldn't kill Mrs. Parsons to buy a few seat cushions. She could evidently afford it. The dining room was massive, bigger than the ground floor of Georgia's parents' whole house, and softly lit with artificial white light despite the glaring sunshine outside. The heavy cream curtains had been drawn against the day. "It wasn't my fault, it was..." "The bus driver's fault, sure, we know." The girl sitting next to Georgia, only a few years older, smiled and patted her arm. "Anyway," Mrs. Parsons put down her pen, "I think it might be useful for us to review some of the pertinent information in our files, especially as some of our younger selves draw closer to particular events. Has everyone reread their current files?" Georgia hunched over in her chair while the kid sitting across from her straightened up. "I'm right on time for..."